So, welcome. This is the Toya V show, but I am doing a segment called Logical Over Emotions. I hope you can see it. And I have set up in the building.
What up?
And so today our topic, well, one, let me tell you what the rules are, okay? This is a platform for men to speak their piece and for women to understand. So, you are allowed to call in women, but you can only ask questions. You cannot push back. You got to call in line. You can see it in the comments. Um, so today we're gonna go ahead and tell you what the topic is. The topic is you don't want a good man. So this we're gonna give credit to Earthquake, and we're gonna go ahead and listen to the clip that he picked out, and we're just gonna get deep into it. So go ahead and ask your questions. If you need to ask your questions, make sure they good questions, okay? Make sure they really good ones to put them on a hot seat. You know what I'm saying? Make them think for it, work for it. You feel me? And look at the new cut, y'all. Hey! But anyway, jokes aside, let's go ahead and listen to this clip.
Y'all don't want a good man, because that's boring.
Here we
If he's
go.
where he's supposed to be, when that's boring. You need drama. Y'all built on drama. I need something so y'all can talk about right now.
I rebuke
He
that in
didn't
the
come
name of
home with
Jesus.
it. You understand? You have to put some suspense in it. That's why the soap operas do so well.
No.
You need someone in here. See, when a man come home, if he come home at 5 o'clock, like he every day sit down there, you sitting like, girl, it's the same thing every day.
Sounds
Old
amazing
Ralph
to
done
me.
came home, let me fix his plate. You need a man that just don't come
No.
home, keep you up.
No,
Sitting
sir.
down there so you call your friend, girl, he ain't home, I'm waiting right now. Get your thing, get the Vaseline, let's go ride Fireway. You need a story to put in your Instagram. You need me on this.
Instagram.
You need me to be bad. You need me to sit around here and test your female intuition. You need for me to sit here.
Yeah.
Could you believe he picked her over me? How could he? You need that in your life. You don't need no man scoop you up and forever that he's always there. Yes, baby. What you want, baby? It's all let me rub your
So,
feet, baby.
Earthquake.
Boring.
That sounds So,
You're legal. Boring.
are you a good guy?
I'm a good guy, camouflage as a bad guy. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm a bad guy when I meet you, and then when you get me, then I show you what a gentleman is.
Okay.
I never come in as a gentleman because you're not going to respect it. You're going to call me a succotash. Y'all don't want a good man because that's boring.
Here we go.
All right. So, like he said, women, you don't want a good man. You don't want a good man at all. So, what is your take on that topic?
So me, personally, I've been both men that he talking about, right? So I can speak from both sides of it.
Okay.
All right. So being a bad boy is good until she wants stability and she's tired of that excitement. She wants continued excitement, but she wants to tame. She wants to tame the wild guy and make him the tame guy. So basically, I used to always have this analogy that women want they talk about Sierra's prayer, right?
Yeah. Okay.
But they go pick Future and want to turn Future into Russell Wilson. They don't want Russell Wilson on top. How many times have the lady said he too nice? I'm gonna run all over him. I know a whole lot of women. that say,
Yeah, I heard a lot of women that say that.
I can't be with
True.
him. I run all over him. And to me, that's a deeper sign of being comfortable more so with trauma and being more so comfortable with chaos than they are with being comfortable being happy.
Okay.
Um, I look at it like when a woman is healed, she's not looking for chaos. She's not looking for a temporary rush.
Okay.
She's more comfortable with a man who's more stable, who's more giving her more peace than anything else. You know,
So why do you think that she wants a bad man?
for one of the reasons I just said is when you a man who no woman can tame, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you don't do certain things for certain women,
Okay.
and then it's a bragging right for some women to say, "I got him doing stuff she couldn't get him to do." I could,
Oh, so it's a
I know that's right.
Sorry, y'all. My phone went off and Neo started singing. So okay. So you think that? Well, I would say think. Will we say think, or will we say this is your experience? So you have experience, or do you think women see this as a challenge?
Women love a challenge, right? So
A challenge or a project?
both,
Mm.
both. Like women like to grow just as much as men like to grow, right? And they like to be a part of a man's growth. Like even I don't want to go into like too deep into it, but even religious texts say, you know, the woman to help me, she's gonna make you a better man.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of my heaviest beliefs is any person I studied, whether it was a presidential candidate, whether it was somebody in the entertainment industry, whether it was somebody who was just an entrepreneur, they all hit a stride, their greatest heights when they have a good woman behind them, right?
Okay.
So a woman, a healed woman, she thrives on being the piece that he needed.
Okay.
You know, and along the way, the bumps and the bruises, it kind of battle test the relationship.
Okay.
I've experienced being too nice, way too nice, and I experienced being a bad guy. Like I'm from a place where being too nice, it'll get you drugged through the mud in so many different ways.
Like what?
Like people prey on selfless people.
So you feel like women want? Okay, so because you're kind of veering this way, so we're gonna come a little bit back this way, right? So you're telling me that women like challenges, women like to have projects, women like to basically be controlling.
I didn't say the word controlling,
But I mean, I know you didn't say the word controlling, but those words are coming together as women like to control the situation, right? They want to come in. Want this bad guy. They want to come in. They want to control him and make him somebody that he's not, right?
they want to make him conform. I ain't gonna say control.
Okay. Because I think it's kind of a controlling thing. I mean, you don't think it's kind of having a controlling mindset to feel like you can just come and change a person?
Overall, yes. Everybody has this fairy tale vision in their mind of who they want this person to be. Everybody has that list. Well, I ain't gonna say that list no more, but everybody at some point in time had the list of a person has to fit this criteria. Oh, this person has all this. Maybe I can get this person to be this way.
Okay.
You know, and I don't feel like that's just towards one. I feel like men do it as well. But as far as for this topic, yeah, like women do like a lot of suspense. Like you said, coming home every day is the same. Dinner on the table, he come home from work, we get ready for bed. Like women still like to have. The saying is, girls like to have fun.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like society is geared towards women going out and having fun. All the music is geared towards women being free to go have fun.
Okay, and so because they have that mentality, you feel like that's why they go for bad boys?
They go for a guy who's going to be outside just as much as them, for the most part.
Okay.
As far as the bad boy part, anybody who had enough of people treating them wrong, eventually they get it right. But you know, you gotta understand your self worth. You know, and I feel that's why I say healing is required for a woman to get past that, just as much as a man. When you still chasing that and they haven't done no good by you, it's trying to move past that. You know, they say, and what insanity is, right? You're doing the same thing over and over, and you're getting the same results. But again, some people are more comfortable in chaos than they are in being normal, and that's where that comes from.
Okay, so women, so you're saying that because of women's basically women can be toxic if they go after the bad guy wanting to form him into being a good guy.
That is toxic, and it can come from all types of trauma. It can come from abandonment. It can come from a guy that broke a woman's heart so long ago. Now she out to change this type. It could be so much like that goes into that.
Okay. Well, I don't want a bad boy. I want to go through the tears and crying and stuff like that. So, what is your experience with a woman who wanted the bad? Because you said that you were both sides. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
So we're going to talk about the bad man in you. Okay? Because you're the good guy, right? You're good.
I'm in a very good space right now, but like, yeah, I ain't doing too much of the bad stuff.
Okay. So let me get a story with the bad side, the bad boy side.
I don't know if I want to tell a actual.
You don't just give a little bit. Speak your piece. I ain't, if you don't want to, I'm not gonna pressure you.
So basically, when it comes to stuff like that, like you can have a woman who, just like I was talking about the checklist, right?
Mm-hmm.
She fit everything. You know what? I'm not gonna say her name. This is a girl I met while I was in Georgia, right?
Mm-hmm.
She was beautiful, still beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
She a singer, little short, chocolate, beautiful.
Okay.
And it was like she was leaving the door open for me to holler at her.
Okay.
And I knew she wanted me to say something to her more than just regular conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I knew I was gonna mess it up because of the type of life I was living at the time.
Okay.
So I pushed her away, knowing that I wasn't ready for it.
Okay.
And I went and continued to chase a woman who had already showed me she didn't want me necessarily.
Okay.
Now that was me outside, living pretty fast,
Mm-hmm.
dating multiple women, sleeping with multiple women,
Okay.
and I pushed away a good thing. So I've been the bad guy before, and I could tell she had a genuine liking to me, and I just pushed her away.
Because you were in that bad lifestyle.
I knew I was gonna mess it up, and if I'm a person that's conscious of that, if I know I'm gonna do wrong by a woman that don't deserve it, I will just leave it there.
Okay. But okay.
Formally, but I won't do that now because I'm in a good space.
Okay. So when you was in the streets, right? Did you have girls that were like, I want to change you, like I want to get you out the streets. I want to be that woman who.
And that's a tricky thing, right? Because I done had women that wanted me to be. They want you to be able to be outside 2-3 nights a week with them. Mm-hmm. Outside costs money, especially when you're with your lady. Outside costs real money when you're with your lady 2-3 nights a week, right? But they don't want you to be in the lifestyle no more because of their experiences of guys in the lifestyle.
Okay.
This is a true story as well. So I've been through that where they want you to be on the scene, and really that comes from either you way up there financially and some type of successful career, some type of successful entrepreneur, or you outside getting money, whatever way you get it.
Mm-hmm.
So in that occasion, she wanted me, or situation rather, she wanted me to be outside. I'm too boring. I got told I was too boring because I was in the house. I was still getting money, but I was getting money and going back in the house. I'm not.
Okay. So she wanted you out in these streets and getting money,
but don't want me in the. She want a man that has the street money,
mm-hmm.
but she don't want the man that's in the streets. It's like you want, like I always say, a lot of women want Barack Obama and Big Meech in one man, and it usually don't happen that way. you want that?
I don't think.
You really want that?
I don't want that life, y'all. I don't want that life. Okay, so, but like I said, have you had that one woman who was just like, "Yo, I'm getting you out this lifestyle"? Because you did say women go with.
Yeah. I did have one woman who I was with when I first moved to Atlanta, right?
Mhm.
And she knew she was from back home where I'm from, in Hampton, Virginia.
Mhm.
And she didn't want me necessarily doing it because she just letting me know I had help.
Mhm.
Now me, as a prideful man, even at times where she was more up than me, I prided myself too much to allow her to help me.
Mhm.
And she asked certain questions when we moved down here. She was like, did you move because it's more plentiful, or because what you got is stronger now? Because she could smell fumes or whatever in the house. And she really wanted me out. Like, she really wanted me out for me.
Mhm.
Not because she felt in danger. Well, she felt in danger too. I ain't gonna lie. But I never put her particularly in harm's way. She just thought that it would end up at her doorstep some type of way.
Right.
So yeah, I have had that one woman that was like, we broke up like 10 years ago now.
Do you regret that?
Us breaking up.
Mhm.
The way we broke up, I'm gonna say yes and no. I don't regret it now because of the space I'm in. She in a great space as far as what you tell me, and I'm in a really good space as well. So, you know, life go how life go.
Okay. So now we talked about you being in that, that hard life. Let's talk about you being on the other side of the totem pole. About you being
Just a good guy.
a good guy and then getting, like,
Oh.
have you had women be like, "You too good, I can't date you, you too nice"?
I done had a couple women tell me I'm every woman's dream, not even to toot my own horn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whether it was like just the thought and consideration that goes into the day. Like I love to make sure my woman feel good, but I also like to make sure the women around her know,
Okay.
because that's a little bit of game right there. Like it like when she at work and she get them flowers, and the other girls see her getting the flowers, and they man or whoever they dealing with ain't sending them flowers. And then it's on the regular, once a week, or once every other week, or whatever, just as a surprise. You know, that make her feel special because everybody else see her getting treated special.
Right.
And I want her to always have that feeling.
Okay.
And I've been turned away again after doing so much because sometimes people are more comfortable being in familiar situations. They're more geared towards that old feeling of chaos, you know.
Okay.
So I had situations in just like that.
How did it make you feel?
Now, then of course heartbroken. It's like, yo, I did everything right. I ain't cheating. I ain't DMing other girls. I ain't going out. Like, I'm waiting on her to make sure I'm doing the right thing.
Did you ever feel like I'm gonna stop being the nice guy because it's not working for me?
So this is a conversation I had with a lot of my homeboys, right? They were like, yo, you, hold on, to answer your question before I go into that. I have never thought of changing being a good man, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just more conscious of who I'm a good man with,
Okay.
right? So I say that to say, my homeboys will always say stuff like, said you like to take girls on trips, on vacation. You like to go fly in helicopters over cities. You like to go to the top of the line restaurants. And I'm like, me as a person, that's the stuff I want to do anyways.
Right.
She just going with me because she with me. And I do this with anybody else, whether it's my homeboy, my brother, my cousin, and maybe that's just the cloth I'm cut from. I mean, my cousin just came down here with my brother recently, and my cousin said the same thing that I be saying, but it made me feel good because I know I'm not the only person to think like that, especially not my family. my cousin said, "Hey, we all going to this UFC fight." I was like, "Oh, you got me a ticket?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Oh, I didn't know you wanted me to go." He said, "Yeah, I wanted to go and I wanted you to go with me, so I bought you a ticket." And that shows that just how the cloth we cut from, because when I tell my homeboys that about a girl, I want to go to the beach. The beach my favorite place. I like to take my own son to the beach. If I got a pretty woman and she got good character and the romance is there, intimacy is there, why not take my son to the beach? Or why not go to the best restaurant? Am I only supposed to go to low-end restaurants because she don't deserve it?
Right.
No, I don't go there on a regular basis.
Right.
No, that's just not how I look at life. I can change who I'm going with to these places until I meet somebody who appreciate and reciprocate. But I don't regret being a good man to the women. Do I regret being it to the wrong women? Maybe a little bit, but I learned about that as well, about myself. I grew.
Okay. So, where you are right now, where do you see yourself? Like, where are you? Like, are you in that good place of, I'm the good guy, but I am careful with who I give my good guy with? Or are you just like, I'm still out there being a good guy and I'm just out here taking risks, and even if she's good or bad, I'm going to not change.
When you say out here taking risks, that's wild. That's wild. Now,
I mean, it's the truth. You are out here taking risks. Because if you think about...
I'm a dice shaker in life overall, right? If it's a good situation, I feel like it could be a good situation. I might go dibble and dabble in it, but I ain't going off the deep end. Like, if I know it's bad for me, I ain't going to be there. That's toxic. Like, that's me going back to my old self and saying, hey, I'm going to repeat the cycle. I see it's bad for me. I'm going to go back. And even though we had those urges, like, she fine, or when we got together, it was like this. Like, I need to do it at least once. Sometimes I can be toxic, like one more time, one last time, girl. One last time. You know what I'm saying? But right now where I am,
you ain't for it. You ain't for it.
I take life as it comes to me. I love life, and I love love, and I love everything about loving people and being there with good people, regardless. But especially when it comes to a good woman, I never being single. When a good woman come, I won't turn her away. We'll have to figure it out. As long as we mesh, as long as we fit, I ain't gonna force nothing because I think she's a good woman.
Okay. So, what advice do you have for women who think they like? Because Earthquake was like, y'all women don't want a good man. You want a bad man. You want someone to treat you bad versus someone to treat you good. And then he says, I am a bad. Then I forgot her name. I'm sorry. She asked him, "Are you Earthquake? Are you a good guy?" And he says, "No, I am a good guy who's camouflaged as a bad guy. I'll treat you bad, and then once you get with me, I will show you how a real man is supposed to treat you." What is your thought? What is your thought process on that statement that he made?
When you say treat you bad, that's kind of like...
I mean, he just said, but that's what he said, though.
I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. I'm just saying I'm not going to say treat you bad. I'm going to say I'm not going to show you my whole hand. He could have probably worded that like that. I'm not going to show you my whole hand until I know that you my lady for real. Then I can show you my whole hand.
Right.
That's what he should have said. Well, in my opinion, what he should have said. Because, I mean, I get that all the time. It's like, sometimes you ain't got to say where you from or what you've been through because it's on you. You wear it,
Right.
When you walk in the room, people know what kind of person you is. So, it's on you already, regardless.
Right.
I don't have to go out here and be overly tough or overly vicious or overly mean to a girl to gain her respect. If she ever has the experience of seeing me trip, she probably wouldn't like that. Be a turn on, So I don't want to show that type side to a woman.
You ready for phone calls?
Yeah, whoever want to call.
All right, ladies. So it is phone call time. You have to ask questions. There's no pushback. As you know, this is a platform for men to speak and a time for y'all to understand women, okay? So the phone number is, you can go and look at the notes at the bottom. It is 404-457-992. Again, it's 404-457-992. This is a platform for men to speak freely and women to understand, okay? So women, ask questions to understand, not to argue, okay? So the lines are open, and whenever y'all call, you call. And I'll make sure my phone is on to make sure. So while we waiting for phone calls,
What they do, I see y'all.
you
Everybody who tuned in, I appreciate y'all.
okay, so what is your advice to women? When it
Advice to, I can't really give nobody.
But I mean, from what you,
I can. All right. So if I was to really take something from this conversation, I would say, heal the parts of you that needs chaos to feel normal. Heal the parts of yourself that chases after what doesn't treat you right. Know your damn worth. Excuse my language.
and you feel like them knowing that will help them not go after the bad boys, but actually accept the good guys.
It'll make them appreciate when a man is working hard and really trying more than the drama.
Oh, we got a phone call. Okay, hello, this is 92.6 The Mix, the Logic Over Emotions, and the Toya V Show, and Logic Over Emotions, all in the same thing. So many shows. I'm going to go ahead and, what's up, girl? What's your name?
This is G-Doll.
Hi, G-Doll. What's up? What's up?
Hey, how are y'all doing?
We're good. So you heard about the topic.
Yes, I did.
So you got some questions for him?
So you just want questions.
Yeah.
Questions
yeah.
and no
Listen.
no pushback.
No
So
pushback,
I'm just
but your
gonna say,
pushback could be a question. But your pushback could be a question.
Okay, cool. I guess, do you feel that idea of need chaos or whatever, does that fizzle with age? Like, maybe that's like when you're younger, you want all that chaos, you got the energy
That's a good
for all
question.
that chaos.
That's a good
But
question.
as you get older, your temperament switches gears organically. Who really has time for chaos? That sounds exhausting. I'm already tired. I don't have time for chaos.
I agree.
Okay.
It's not cute anymore after you hit a certain arc of life, I feel like.
All right, so I'm gonna say I applaud that for you. I'm happy for you on that. And what I say is age don't necessarily mean maturity.
Ooh. Say that one more time.
Unfortunately, you are correct.
Age, just because a person older than you or you get older don't mean they got knowledge for you. It don't mean that you get smarter, you get more mature just because you get older. There's a lot of old fools out here, still acting foolish, still living in the toxic. When you want better for yourself, you start doing better by yourself. You start naturally getting around people and manifesting certain things in your life that line up with your frequency. And I don't want to get too.
No, go ahead. Just this is a platform. This is
No, I'm
you
just
my
saying.
man for the hour.
No,
Go
I
ahead.
get it. I'm just saying in her regards to her question. In her regard to her question, just because a woman get older don't mean she don't have a thirst for chaos. You know, I know women who was clubbing in '03 that still is outside and want to be outside just like they was in '03. It is 2025. Some people want life to be different. Some people love, and I don't judge. Like, if that's your life, that's just not the lane I'm in. You know, if that's all you want out of life, you know, I'm not the guy for you. But if you really ready for something real,
Yeah.
if you ready for something real, you know, holler at your boy, because that's what type of time I'm on. Like, I ain't got time for like mess. Like, yeah, no.
You have another question?
Yeah, like I said, it just seems don't know. It seems exhausting. Like
Very
I
much.
don't know who really got the bandwidth. Like I said, when you younger, yeah, I'm not even gonna cap. Like yeah,
So you
it's
like the,
actually fun. It's exciting,
but as you
but not
getting older, you're
anymore.
like, you're good.
Oh yeah, my life is peaceful.
Yeah, I love
My life is peaceful. I'm in a healthy relationship. I'm good.
Yeah.
Amen.
Even though I like to watch my
Amen.
housewives and loving hip hop to so if I want to go turn off and
Clap.
watch it on TV and I can turn it off because it's not my real life.
You know what? I think you'll appreciate this one. It's a little funny, but I ain't gonna go too deep. I'm gonna say when you see a person, right, and you start seeing their patterns, and you see them doing the same thing with multiple different people, and they go back to the person they was originally with because that person feel like it's comfortable or it's safe or it's chaos, and it's a pattern, is what I'm saying, right? When people develop
Mm-hmm.
those type of patterns, you know, you gotta let them be in them patterns till they figure it out, or
Mm-hmm.
you don't mess with them at all, you know. And
I agree.
and if a person chooses to continue to deal with that, then they asking for everything that come with that.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah.
you just gotta
It's
know.
hard to it's you gotta know when to walk away. That's not the easiest thing to do.
Yeah, you gotta know you
It's not the
hurt.
easiest
You
thing
gotta
to
know
do.
you hurt. You gotta, and I gotta know I'm him. Oh,
And yeah.
I'm down.
But yeah, it's different. If I look back at 20-year-old version of me and about to be 36-year-old version of me, it's just like, girl,
Happy
who
birthday,
has the
Libra
bandwidth for
twin.
any of that other stuff? So yeah, I think, but like you said, age doesn't define maturity. But I think once you hit a certain level of maturity, all that stuff goes out the way. Because I saw the clip that Toya is referring to, and I forget that comedian's name, Earthquake.
Yes,
Earthquake.
He's
earthquake.
older than all of us.
Still
And
talking
for him
about
to say,
being.
I know he's a comedian, so he said stuff like that to get the laughs, the clickbait. I get all that. I really pray that we're not his age live. If we in our 30s, he got to be in his 50s.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
know you have.
but you know what? What's crazy about that? I got homegirls right now that tell me about games that men in their 50s and 60s play, right? And to me, when they were like, doesn't this ever change? And I'm like, well, I'm 40, 42 to be exact on Saturday. Um, like, if you telling me a man in his 50s or his 60s rather still playing games, how you gonna ask me to do it, James? Like, those men,
Yeah.
age does not equal maturity. It don't. And
And that's so sad.
it
But
is.
you're right.
And just because you meet
That's
a
sad.
woman who older don't mean that she on the level she supposed to be on mentally either. Like, don't mean she
Yeah.
ready to be accountable. And I hate to use that word so loosely because accountability and submissiveness, it got to go to the right man. Like, it don't just go to anybody who didn't earn it or deserve it. But that's a whole another topic. But I'm just talking about the maturity level of relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you, Janice, and we're
Yeah,
about to thank you for calling in and happy early
appreciate
birthday.
it. No
You
problem.
just said something
Thank
about you turning
you.
36, but happy early birthday.
Happy
Yes.
early birthday, Libra
And,
twin.
and period.
Libra gang.
And thank you for and thank you, girl, for calling in.
You're welcome.
All
You're
right.
welcome. Bye,
Bye.
y'all.
All right, go ahead and if you want to know more about our caller, go to the Real G Doll. She also has a YouTube. She just texted me that she also has a YouTube to go the Real G Doll. Make sure you check her out. Thank you so much. Do you have any last questions, answers, or whatever? You have anything last to say? Some wisdom? Drop some
Hey,
gems.
heal, do the work, better yourself, and better gonna come to you just because you're better than yourself. Don't try to be better than nobody else, just be better than who you were yesterday. Just by a little bit each day. Hey, I put it like this: if you better yourself by 1% each day, in 100 days, you will be 100% better than you were.
Boom. That's it. Well, we will see you tomorrow at 8 o'clock. We have B. Scott You gotta look at my stories to see what's the topic is, ladies. Make sure you call in. Thank you, G-Doll, again for calling in and asking. Said, go ahead, let them know what your socials are.
Seven City said. Seven City said on IG. Everybody that know me that said hit me the same way y'all been hitting me. Other than that, yeah, we ain't got too much contact.
All right, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, everybody who supported me. This is episode 1. Signing out.